So what I'm learning is when you start talking about how you're no contact with someone or you are estranged from somebody, people really be showing their privilege. Like, I'm happy that other people were able to be in a safe environment with loving, caring people that weren't abusive, that weren't toxic. Like, I love that for y'all. Absolutely love that for y'all. But like, if someone's saying that they're estranged from somebody or they're no contact or how they wish, certain things, how you gonna sit there and be like, well, you got to go to them? Like, I haven't already tried to do that. Oh, well, you got to go to him. I don't care if they're an addict or not. I don't care if they're an alcoholic or not. You don't think I done tried? You don't think I done tried? There is only so much that a person can take from someone in that situation. Like, I'm still here. I'm in the background. I'm back here. I'm loving and supporting and like hoping that one day, like, these people, they survive their addictions. I really do. I really, really do. I hope that they see the other side of the addiction. I really, really do. But you can only stay for so long, and you can only allow yourself to be hurt by those people for so long before you remove yourself. And especially if it starts to hurt your children. Like, there are so many people that have come to me and been like, they're like, well, I thought you would have been there and supported. You don't think I didn't try? You don't think that I didn't try to open their eyes and show them what they were doing and how it was affecting everybody else? You don't think I didn't try to be there for them through their toxicity in hopes that they would get out of it? I dimmed my shine. I depleted myself in hopes of them getting where they needed to be. But once I started seeing that they were lying to my kid, that they were hurting my kid, that they were disregarding my kid and their boundaries and just questioning everything like they had been taught to do by their parents. No, I'm not going to stick around. I'm not going to keep going back to getting myself hurt. I'm not going to keep going back for my kid to get hurt. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I just need to go to them? No, they need to go to themselves. They need to look in that mirror and realize what the fuck they're doing, not only to themselves, but the people around them. You can only stay as long as you don't continue to get hurt. Like, I understand, like, helping someone through an addiction, you're going to get hurt a little bit. I understand that. But there's a time that if it's just going because they're like, well, that's just who I am, you're going to have to accept that. There's a difference there. There's an absolute difference there. Like, I am not going to sit here and hurt myself when you don't see a problem with what you're doing. If you don't see a problem with what you're doing, you are allowed to do that. I'm going to be back here. I'm going to say deuces. I'm out. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. So you really need to start understanding and stop saying these things to people when they come to you, like in a conversation. Like, if it pops up in a conversation, they're like, oh, I'm estranged from my siblings, or I'm no contact with my parents, or whatever. Do not tell them, oh, well, life's too short. We know life was too short, but it didn't matter to them. So why does it always get put back on us? Why is it always placed back on my shoulders? Why do I always have to be the one when I already tried? I have a big heart, but you're not going to sit here and hurt me on purpose. You're not going to sit here and hurt my kid on purpose. Like, there's a difference, and people need to understand that difference. Like, you cannot sit there. Like, I had a cousin one time come to me thinking that my issue was with the fact that the egg donor had asked my child for a picture. Honey, it is not that shallow. It is not that shallow of an issue. No, there was a boundary put in place that, hey, if this person wants to contact my child, it has to be in a group chat. It has to be supervised. And that was put in place for a reason. It wasn't just to be mean. It wasn't just to have control or alienate. No, it was there for a reason. Like, I don't do nothing without a reason. Like, oh, you should just have a cup. People call me self-righteous because I decided to take myself out of the toxicity. If that makes me self-righteous, okay, fine, then I'm self-righteous. But I tried. I tried to open up people's eyes. I tried to open up their hearts. I tried to get them to grow and heal and change like I had. But you can't force someone to do that. You can't. You can bring a person to the water. You can't make them drink. You can't. They have to make that decision on themselves. So the people that have these conversations, like that have these retorts in these conversations, you need to just stop. You need to just stop, because you're showing your privilege and you are showing whose side you're on and who you are protecting. Because for me, there are no sides, but you're showing me where your morals lie. You're showing me where your principles are and where your values are at, and that does not align with mine. So you go and do what you need to be doing. You go and live the life you want to live. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to keep healing and growing and changing and evolving into what I want to be, because absolutely not. I don't want nothing to do with that. Oh, well, you should go to him. I done did that. And I got hurt in the process. My kid got hurt in the process. If that gets repaired, that's going to be on them. It's going to be on them, because I already did try. I already tried. I gave everything of myself to try. No. If anything goes to any kind of way, anything, they're going to come to me. But none of them are going to do that, because they're not going to admit to their downfalls. They're not going to admit to that. They're not going to admit to it. No, because they don't want people to know. And that's fine. I'm going to keep telling my truth. I'm going to keep speaking my story. I'm going to keep using it to help other people. They don't have to admit to it. They can continue to live in those lies. That's absolutely fine. But don't come to me telling me that, oh, well, if you want to repair this, you got to go. I already did that. I already tried that. It ain't going to happen. So you need to stop telling people that. Stop telling people, oh, well, life's too short. That's your family. Flip side, I know that. That it didn't seem to matter when I was the one screaming and crying and needing help and wanting to heal together. I know life is short. I know, oh, but that's just family don't mean shit. Family does not mean shit. I had people coming in from the background trying to come in and defending the people that were abusive to me and toxic to me. But I also saw that there were people in the background watching that didn't say nothing at all either. And guess what? If you are watching and you know that I'm going through all this shit, but you didn't reach out to see if I'm okay, well, guess what? You're just as bad as them. You're just as bad as them, because, like, what the fuck do you mean? You sat and watched all this shit unfold and happen, and you just sat there and quiet, silent, not saying nothing. What do you mean? That's enabling, especially if you're still in contact with the people that were toxic and abusive to me. Okay. You go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm better off without them. Like, I'm at a spot now where I'm better off without them. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm absolutely not perfect. I still make mistakes. But here's the other thing. When someone changes and makes a correction, you need to give them that credit. If someone changes and corrects themselves, you need to give them that credit. That's another thing. People did not want to give me the credit that I had actually changed. Like, yeah, I'm still going to stumble. I'm still a human being. I'm still going to mess up. But more likely than not, I am changing in the moment. I am, oh, you brought something to me. Okay, well, we're going to talk it out real quick. Okay, well, this is what I did. This is what I'm not going to be doing in the future. So I'm going to make sure that starts right now. But people didn't want to give credit where credit was due, because they were still living the way that they were living. The guy, my head groaner, was like, well, your brother's not an asshole. I know his actions may say otherwise. Well, if his actions say otherwise, I'm going to go off the actions. I'm not going to go off the words. If the words and the actions don't match, I mean, you can say what you want, but if the actions don't match the words, the actions don't match the words. It doesn't matter what you say. The actions that lead. If you don't want someone to think something of you, then make sure your actions and your words are matching. Right? Your actions and your words have to match. But not everybody lives like that. And you know what? That's okay. That is okay. Do that over there. Do that over there. I'm going to do this over here. You do that over there. Lay you bye. Lay you bye. So that's like the other thing. Like people are like, oh, well, you hate them and all this stuff. No, I still love them, actually. I still love them. Especially my siblings, because like I know that they technically it wasn't their fault, but it is their responsibility to heal and change and do better. Because like if they stop lying and stop doing the things that they're not supposed to be doing, and their apology is just as big as their disrespect was, then cool beans. Sure, we can have a conversation. We can maybe repair some stuff, but like the donors, fuck that. That is an absolutely no. Absolutely no. Because you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. And because if you can change now, you could have changed back then, and you just didn't want to because nope. Nope. So people are like, why you do what you do? Because I don't want to be anything like them. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because I don't want to be nothing like them. I know who I am. I know what my heart is. I know what my heart is. I know what my heart is. And my heart ain't nothing like that over there in the nasty. No. So that's why I speak on what I speak on. That's why I don't hold nothing back. Because like, why would I? I want to help other people get there too. It's like, man, I had to do it on my own. I had to figure this shit out all by myself. All on my own. Because like, here's the thing. When you put someone in a position where like all they can do is look at themselves, they will figure out, okay, this is me. This is not me. That's what was programmed into me. This is what I was told to do and what I was told to be. But now I'm in control of myself now. I'm not controllable. You can't control me. You can't manipulate me. Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. And that was another thing. Like, if you can't be controlled or manipulated, like you can't really be a part of that system, that dynamic, because that dynamic is completely dysfunctional. I want no part of that. No part of that. No, thank you. I'm building safe and secure over here. I got freedom. I got peace. I got stability. Why would I want anything that they got? And if you come to me, be like, oh, but the money, I don't care about money. I can be flat ass broke and still be the wealthiest because of my principles and how I'm moving and what my heart is. I don't care nothing about nobody's bank account. I have I don't care. Have it. You can have all the money and still be toxic as book. You could have sold your soul. I don't know. How do I know? The reason it's taking me as long as it's taking me is because I'm not lying about nothing. I am taking the right path. I'm doing things the right way. And so it takes a little bit longer. It takes a little bit longer. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because as long as I ain't nothing like that, I'm doing all right. And I just want to show everybody else, like, you don't have to do it that way. There is a better way. And the sooner that you feel and open up your heart space, the quicker it comes about. It's like literally you are in charge. You are in charge of how you go through things. You want to go through things the healthy way or the toxic way? Like you have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice, just like I did. I chose to step away. Because like when I make the decision that like, oh, I'm gonna take a step back. I gotta rearrange some things in my life to make sure that this is where I want to be. So I'm gonna step back for a little bit. And then if you call me telling me all about your life and what's going on with you, what I am doing has nothing to do with you. What I'm doing, the decision that I make for my life has nothing to do with you. So if you call me after I say something like that, like, hey, I'm just gonna take a step back real quick, make sure, because like some things ain't good, and you call me, but my life and I'm doing that, I'm doing that. Okay, well then go do it. Go do it. It has nothing. I'm giving you the time. Well, because like here's the thing, you want to take time for your life, that's fine. You let me know when you have time for me. Let me know when you have time for me and the things that I need to get through. Because if you don't do that and you put me in a spot where I'm going to go and have to do it myself without you, bye, bye, bye. You have unearned access to me in my life. And then on top of it, if you do anything to my kid, if you lie to my kid, hurt my kid, whatever, after that, or while that's going on, bye. You are access denied at that point. Access denied. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So I don't know who else needed to hear this, but apparently it is something that I needed to say so that maybe someone else out there can get it too. That's what I'm learning. I'm learning, like, if I have a thing that I need to talk about, there is probably someone else out there that is either in it, going through it, or just needed a little reassurance that, hey, you're doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. Keep it up. I love you. Love yourself. Love yourself. You cannot do this without loving yourself. You have to respect yourself so that you are making the right decisions for you and that you ain't people pleasing and being a doormat, because no, life is too short to be doing that. Life is too short to be doing that. So love yourself. Love yourself. All right. Love you. Bye.